In my case, TV Guide, I already had a little bit of a relationship with them. TV Guide is a well-known brand. They obviously deal with TV. I was dealing with TV shows on DVD, so it was a good fit. There was another company that came in at the 11th hour, which looking back, I wish I'd spoken to them some more. I might have gotten a little bit more money for the website. But they had already acquired a couple of other websites, and those websites didn't survive. They got amalgamated into a much bigger site. And so I knew that's what was going to happen if I sold to them. Even if they told me that, oh no, we're going to keep you separate. No, they're not going to. It would just be brought into their bigger brand. Where TV Guide, they had acquired a couple other sites much smaller than mine, and those sites were still around. They still existed. And so I knew I would still be kind of a separate entity, but with hooks into TV Guide. So that made them a right fit for me. That was what I was looking for. I don't think I cared more about my brand surviving than I did the money.
Like adding a little bit to that too, in our case, the choice of partner was by far the most important thing. We wanted to, it sort of depends on what you want to do. Some folks want to sell the business and run away and forget about it. So at that point, you just look for the best deal and you don't really care about the implications of it. In our case, we wanted to continue to operate it and grow it and thrive with it. So that in that scenario, the partner is the most important thing. It was interesting. I mean, how do you choose? And we had offers every 2-3 times a year, like serious offers from people for about 10 years. And so we, in fact, at the end of the day, chose the private equity company because we thought we could learn an enormous amount from them. Like it was a really stunning combination of individuals that were, like Bono's on one of these guys, like from U2, the CFO of Apple was on our board, all kinds of insane. So and you're like, oh, I think we'll go with them. And it wasn't just the star power. To be fair, because you don't. The other thing is don't let that dazzle you. Like are you going to learn from them and benefit? Yes. And then finally, when we actually sold Electronic Arts, they'd approached us 2 times before, so that was the 3rd time that they'd tried to buy us. And this was separate because it was the private equity company, but it was a whole new management. We never would sell to the prior management. We didn't like them. Simple as that. We actually liked the new management and the people that are running it now because we felt it was a good partnership. And in retrospect, it turned out very well. So that's actually super important depending on your objectives.
You could rephrase the question as, are you looking for a financial buyer or a strategic buyer, right? That's how a banker might talk through it. And I don't think any is better or worse necessarily. It's what it fits for your situation. So a financial buyer, sometimes you'll get the expertise, like with a PE firm might bring in the right guys to help build the business. But there's other financial buyers that want to take it and maximize profits and slim it down, right? On the strategic side, when we sold, part of the reason was that Forbes knows how to sell advertising. They've been doing it for decades. You can only sell so many ads without putting on a tie and actually going to New York and doing the dog and pony show. So we either needed to build a sales force or look for a strategic fit. So that's part of the reason why it made sense for us, on that big list of items. But you're definitely correct in that it's not just about that headline number. It's all these factors that come into play, right? And setting yourself up for the right opportunities so that whatever you want beforehand, you've maximized the likelihood of making that come through.